think we should touch on this. I posted a video last week about generative AI in search. Let Google do the searching for you. And this has been one of the big blockers or challenges for Google, because they say, how can I take the advertising model of Google and make this valuable for the end users, because people are now relying on, say, ChatGPT or Anthropic Claude for a percentage of searches that would have been Google's before, but then at the same time honor the advertising that model that has made Google so much money and is really the breadbasket for them. And so this has been the sort of innovator's dilemma that Google has had to face. And at Google I/O, they showed, okay, we're going to take a crack at this. And you can see entire answer space right above the actual search results there, and pretty deep. It's obviously for a set of use cases, but I'm guessing those use cases will continue to expand. And people who have spent years, absolute years of their life optimizing SEO for some of these searches, or just in general, in a very nerve-wracking place right now as they see what Google is doing here. And again, we know we're in the early stages of this. We know this is existential for Google. We know that the innovation is going to have to continue because there's no real option. And all of a sudden, again, people who have played nice with Google for a very long time, done everything that they can to sit in these search results, are really left to say, what is the next road here? And I've already seen some push on, hey, you need to move more to social channels through organic influencers. You need to be doing in-person events. As I got a good comment from Quinn Lawson here. Shout out to Quinn. He's been on the podcast before. And he basically says, forget SEO until the dust settles. And we've also seen a similar sort of sentiment from Sam Altman jumping around in different places about the premium on in-person fantastic experiences over the next few years. And so again, I think there's a lot of people who had really built up, including myself, who had built up this sort of SEO expertise and even website presence, and for many reasons, if aren't already seeing declines, are going to expect to see that decline over the next several years while Google tries to compete and tries to massage or thread the needle on this relationship they have with the people who are truly earning them money. But they might not have many options here in a way, because if they can't give the results experience that people have now come to expect with ChatGPT, and I'd say 40 to 50% of my searches that previously were Google go to ChatGPT now, because I know I can prototype and workshop those answers in a way that I can't do on Google. And I'm still trying to figure out the nuance between those searches of which ones go to ChatGPT and which ones not. I think we've seen ChatGPT with Stack Overflow, this acquisition where Stack Overflow was in a really tough position after they previously had tried to stay strong against them and realized they didn't really stand a chance. I do think there is this sort of imbalance that is taking place. And in some cases, that chat, that generative, iterative experience that you have is so much more useful than what we're seeing here. And again, you can still see some little features and products. And in that case, yes, you're going to go and click through, but that click-through rate going to continue to lower. And we're going to see some people, I think, very unhappy with this. They haven't really showed how the ads are necessarily fitting exactly into this, and very consumer focused on the core user experience, which they want to continue to keep strong, while in the background they know that they're massaging and working with partners and big advertisers. And so yeah, there's a subset of searches that often when I'm doing Excel formulas or code review that go to ChatGPT, and even in the interface they've shown here, it's still not necessarily ideal, but I think this is going to continue to be iterated on. And in a couple comments already challenges or concerns about what Perplexity has built. And there's also been rumors of consumer growth at OpenAI and ChatGPT slowing down. And Google has a huge opportunity here, I believe. I think in that case, this is something that a lot of people are watching. And I think Google is working through this, trying to figure out what to do with cookies. They've pushed that back several times. They had a big piece there with Google Analytics to GA4, which was quite a journey and struggle, and has still not really honored some of the functionality that the original Google Analytics had served. And what came from Google I/O was just how expansive Google's product line is and just how much stuff they're working on and how much they have to integrate and embed this stuff in very natural ways. So Google, we're not going to hear the last from, and we're also not going to hear the last of people who have thrived on Google for many years and are still trying to figure out what to do with these changes with generative AI and search. Let Google do the searching for you, and definitely a huge shift overall.